my 6-month update. A couple things have changed. A little bit has changed. This last time I went swimming. Did a little bit of roughhousing with them, so they did get some of the maintenance I did right before my 5-month update. Some of that maintenance kind of came loose a little bit. Not too much, you know, just the normal loose hairs that would have come out, you know. Well, I wouldn't say normal because it was a little more than what would come out in the shower. Because, you know, I was roughhousing, having kids climbing all over me. I was a jungle gym, so. But yeah, I did that. That's one of the things. And I haven't done any kind of maintenance. The only kind of maintenance I've done is I did after the pool. I did have some hairs that's like literally from like, say it was like way down here. And it was just straight hair laying across my dread, parallel with my dread. So it wasn't dread or doing anything. And I finally have got the hang of the small loose hair tool by Dreadhead HQ. Small loose hair tool. It works great when you get the hang of it. It's the latch on it's so small. It's hard. And if it's like with the crochet, I can sit on the couch pretty much just with the lock sculptor. I could use that just while I'm watching TV. But it seems like with the small loose hair tool, as of right now, it's like it works best when I'm in the mirror and I can see what I'm doing and watching what I'm doing. Maybe over time I'll get a little bit better at it. I might be able to do it without looking, but yeah, I've done that a little bit, and that's pretty much. I was just trying to. Try something different. Like I didn't go through all my dreads and do it. I just found a couple of them that were like that, and I just went through them, just pretty much practicing. Because I tried on my last set of dreadlocks, and I think I should have got the regular loose hair tool, because it was a little too small. Like I ended up losing it inside of my dreads. But I started doing that a little bit, or I tried that. I'm getting that, so. I think that might be one of my newer methods, because I noticed that it was like I kind of figured it, you know, for the most part. A lot of the maintenance you do with crochet, a lot of it is on the more temporary side, because of the simple fact that, you know, you're pulling it in, but you know it's not really. You can make knots with it, but it's more. I found out that I wouldn't say that. I put it like this. The loose hair tool or the loose hair tool. The loose hair tool is more of a permanent fix. I've noticed that some of the crocheting I've done, it came out with that, and you know, I've just noticed that what I've done with the loose hair tool, even after the showers and stuff like that, that still hasn't came out. So I'm pretty sure it's just tight. It's stuck in there like it's supposed to be. And I'll go into how to use that, or how I use it in another video. But besides that, I did also, I stopped wrapping my hair other than when I'm at work. When I'm at work, because it's mandatory, that's the only time I wrap my hair. As soon as I get out of the building, my hat comes off, my dreads come down, shake them out a little bit, and go about my business. And that's a plus for me. That is a big plus. When I had my dreads the first time, or not the first time, but the last set that I had that I actually kept in for a long period of time, when they were this length, they were a lot thicker, so there was a lot of gaps in my head, and wearing them down, they didn't look all that great wearing them down until they got kind of long, and you could still see a bunch of gapping and stuff in between the dreads, because there was so many, and it was, you know, yeah, they were taking up so much space themselves from sucking them in or whatever. So there was a bunch of gaps in my head when I had the large ones, so I couldn't really wear them down like this. When they were this little, I pretty much always wore a bandana, you know, folded over, made it into like a headband, or either kept it, you know, just folded over, flopped it over where it was just tight right here, and then the bandana just flopping down in the back. That's pretty much how I had them all the time until I could pull them in a ponytail or wear them down. And I rarely wore them down because of the gaps. When I pulled them in a ponytail, it was like they were all laying on top of each other, so you couldn't really see them that much. So it weren't that big of a deal. But when I wore them down, you could tell, especially because I have this, like I said, I have the sides shaved. I don't know if this is your first time watching my videos. I do have the sides shaved. And you see how much hair I have though, so it's like, it's hard to tell that I even have the sides shaved. Now it's getting that way, because it's starting to cover my ears and covering over this, my short hair. On top of that, like I said in my last videos, I did wrap my hair at night. I would keep my hair covered throughout the night, and it worked good for me. Like I said, it had its cons, or had its pros and its cons, but the pros pretty much outweighed the cons to a certain extent. I used to, it would help because it would keep them compressed. It would keep them, it would stop them from moving around because they were all like stuck in one spot throughout the night. But so I have noticed that that's one of the bad things about wearing your hair down. Because when I wear them down, I toss and turn. I guess it all depends on, if you fall asleep in one position and you wake up in that same position, it just probably doesn't, isn't a problem for you. But I toss and turn. I'm constantly moving in my sleep. My ADHD is strong. It works while I'm asleep. But so I have noticed that too. Like if you look, let me see, try to get the white background. If you look at the ends of my dreads, there's a lot of they still look blunted from a distance. But if you look, well, I don't know how close I can get without it looking strange. Probably does anyway, but there's a lot of loose hair around the tips mainly, and that's on pretty much all of my dreads, which I've just been letting them do their thing. I do my root maintenance every month and a half, every 2 months. So it's been a month since I did them. Probably my hair's still growing pretty fast, so it'll probably be within the next month, sometime within the next month. Which, well, I take that back. It's probably going to be a little longer this time because I'm in the process of moving at the moment. So my dreads are kind of just, I'm letting them do their thing. But yeah, that's besides that, that's the only things that's really changed. I mean, I have noticed that they have got tighter. They have got tighter since the last time. And the last time that was going by right after I did maintenance. So, after time they did loosen up a little bit because, of course, you could pull them as tight as you want to, but with movement and them getting, rubbed up against other things and this and that, the loose hair is going to come out. Your dreads, this has been 6 months of dreadlocks. When I started, they were probably, which they were not this tight, of course, but they were probably maybe about like that long. Right there from my finger up, they're probably about that long. So that's the 6 months of growth, and also, to about an inch from my scalp, it's already pretty tight. So there has been some growth. Let me do a 360 for you. Show you. I got the camera angled for me sitting down, so let me try to do this. There's the back of my head. Alright. Hitting stuff over here. There's that side. I might be too low shining. There's this side. There's all my locks, all my dreads. So I'm over right here trying to give you this white background so you can see difference in them. I mean, and if you see dandruff, I'm sorry. I do have to just, do deal with that problem occasionally. Yeah, these are my dreads. There's different sizes. As you can see, I try to keep all of them about the same size, but some spots, because your head's not, necessarily symmetrical and everything's not going to match up perfectly, so so that's how it goes. That's my dreadlocks. That's it. Here's that. Let's see if I can get it again. Oh, there it is. There was this one I always point out. I'm a little silent. Here's this one I always point out right here. This is one of my smaller dreadlocks. As you can see, I mean, it looks real thin. It really does. But I mean, there's a dreadlock there. I mean, it's locked up, and it's slowly, as you can see, this one's pretty much, you can see the end, the end's a little bit thicker. And what happens is this is all knotted up, but I've noticed with my smaller locks opposed to the shrinking and tightening at the same time doesn't really occur like it does in the larger locks. With the smaller ones, it seems like they compress and then they shrink up. It's crazy because that's how it is. Like, let's see, I actually found some that are just as small, if not smaller than that one. If I could, I know they're over here. There's a couple of them beside each other. This might be one of them right here. This is it at the end. I know it's at the edge, my edge up. Nope, here it is. This is it. As you can see, it looks really, really thin right there, and it gets thick. But see, that's just it. It tightens up and then it shrinks up. So it's like, because my sections are so small, a lot of the roots, it does look a little smaller and tighter the closer it is there, because it's formed the knots, but they haven't actually, shrunk up. So as long as they look now, I know they're still shrinking. I've noticed that, especially with the smaller ones, or with the thinner ones. Let me clarify that, because like this right here, find this other one and see, it's even it ain't even as thick as it was last time. I like this one. It's got a little bit of bottom, a little bit of movement to it. It's got some lumps going on in it. It's doing its own thing. And see, it's for some reason right here, it's really tight. And it's just like, that one's one of my bigger ones. And I think I found one that was even bigger. But this is about the biggest one I have. And you can see like I did before, let's do another size comparison. I try to keep them all the same size, but it don't always work out like that. I appreciate you checking out my videos. If you want dreadlocks, you want to see somewhat of the journey. I started my dreadlocks I started my videos at around 3 months, 3-month mark. So I have that progress up until now. So if you want to check that out, you can check out my other videos. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want some more dread talk, subscribe. I got some reviews coming in. I just ordered some dolly lock products. I got their shampoo and stuff. I heard some good stuff about that, so I was going to try that out. So right now on my list I got Dreadhead HQ liquid shampoo, which is the only one they offer. Well, they offer 2 different kinds. One's organic, one's regular. I just got the regular. And the other one I have is the Naughty Boys. I have their liquid and their bar shampoo. So I'm going to do reviews on those soon. And then after I have the dolly locks, after I use that for some consecutive washes, I'll do an update on that and do a review on that. So if you're interested in that, like I said, subscribe to the channel. New videos coming soon. I appreciate you checking me out. It's been Infectious Dreads. Peace.